And this is very important in reference to history and Hollywood and in reference to my mother and father and college and universities and education. And, most people know I went to college and, studied a lot of things, But in reference to this situation of things, of these people violating my independence, violating my rights, violating my accomplishments, violating who I am. These people violating my identity and birth records, which my mother and father had delivered to the Treasury when I was little and when I was born, and hello, England Treasury in Europe and France and England and Italy and Ireland and China and Japan and Asia and Mexico and Canada and other friendly countries, lots of things of importance. This is very important in reference to the detailed information about every single way these people have tried to control my life. Every single way. They've terrorized me to try to force me to smoke cigarettes, which they're asthma cigarettes, but I don't even inhale the cigarettes. But anyways, they've tortured me trying to claim they were trying to stop me from smoking cigarettes because they wanted to steal my sperm when it wouldn't have cigarette smoke or something in the sperm or something. Those people have to get prosecuted for treason. These are poachers. Have you ever seen those stories? Like, I'm not a sperm donor, not never. Not allowed to be either. But, in reference, you ever seen those movies? Like, they had like those women that had other women carrying their eggs and shit, Like, what do they call it? A surrogate. When somebody was like a surrogate mother or some shit like that. Have you ever seen those terrorism movies of that shit? I mean, there's stories of things like that where women had played this surrogate shit with some other young girl or some girl or something where they terrorized their fucking lives trying to control everything about their lives like some type of slavery captivity shit. Well, these people have been holding me hostage, terrorizing my life, trying to steal my sperm. And all those motherfuckers need to get prosecuted for violating my family history and the guidelines of my mother and father. I'm not allowed to donate sperm to nobody. And I'm not allowed to date certain types of people. I'm not allowed to date political people's daughters. Not allowed to date politicians' daughters. No, see. Not allowed to date medical people's daughters or anything like that either. Because they try to turn on me or they try to slander my character. Or they try to poach from me. They try to steal blood or sperm. And they try to sell it on the black market or whatever. There's all kinds of guidelines that my mother and father had in reference to the types of girls that I'm allowed to date. Not allowed to date any girl that thinks that they'd have dominance over me or any girl that would ever have any position or having men that would try to control my life. I'm not allowed to date girls like that either. There's all kinds of guidelines. My parents were two of the richest people in America. Anybody denying it? Let's go to court, motherfuckers. Somebody say, maybe his daddy will come back to life. Maybe he'll get unfrozen. Maybe he'll show up in court. They might have to make that door a little bit bigger, huh? A little humor of some things, right? Maybe his mother would come back to life, too. She would need that door bigger, too, wouldn't she? Lots of things of importance, a little humor there. But anyways, in reference to the facts of this situation, we need guidelines, or we need categories. These people tried to steal all my money. These people tried to steal my freedom. They tried to control my life where I couldn't have friends or girlfriends. They terrorized my life like a lab rat, like a hostage. They've terrorized my life, blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. These people have blocked me from monies that my mother and father had in accounts for me. These people tried to make me into a slave. They tried to play domestic slavery games. Need all these things documented. All the things these satellite controllers and their people have said, terrorizing my life. These people blocking me from the rich family history I was born into. I grew up with my parents before these people had kidnapped me. I was there when my father died and when my father was frozen. I was there when my mother died and she was frozen. And then these men have been holding me hostage, terrorizing my life. They're still burning my teeth right now. Those people have to get prosecuted. Anybody in government, if you're a governor, a mayor, a politician, a law enforcement person, or even if you're in the medical industry, and you have not filed charges against these satellite controllers for terrorizing my life, you can get charged for possibly conspiring with them. Has Congress filed charges against these people? Has the Supreme Court and the Treasury filed charges against these satellite controllers? And these perverts and these people terrorizing me and these people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions? Those government people need to go to prison. Or they need to go to court and they have to be judged for captivity crimes, holding a person hostage like a caged animal, burning people or burning me with satellites like they're playing electric fences, hitting me in the mouth and teeth, trying to call me their child, trying to call me an unruly child. I'm not even their goddamn child. These are kidnappers and hostage holders trying to call me their child when they have documents of the day they trespassed on my mother and father's mansion properties when they had kidnapped me. There's a lot of reports of them and their attempts. That has to be on the record too. But everything that these people have done, anything that these people have tried to say holding me hostage, I don't donate sperm. I don't donate blood either. I'm not allowed to. All these people and their tricks must be charged for hostage captivity crimes and kidnapping me from the day they kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions. And in reference to all the court proceedings that my mother had against these people in court. Even when I was a little boy, my father carried me into the Supreme Court when I was all bandaged up from being injured. The Supreme Court even has that on video, don't they? That video needs to get put on YouTube or on social media. And other things in reference to government people holding me hostage. All the domestic crimes of these people holding me hostage, stealing from me, and then trying to claim that they thought that their daughters, that they were trying to artificially inseminate, they thought their daughters would try to play this scam of stealing sperm and then trying to charge me child support. The Royal Protocol even tells you I'm not obligated to any child support, not never. That's why I only date girls that are kind of successful, or girls that have a certain type of career, usually in the media or entertainment industry. So in reference to these people trying to play their tricks, those government people need to get prosecuted.